joining me on Wellness Wednesday. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a great week. And yeah, thank you. So I was thinking, back to some of the first articles I used to write, and done a lot of articles, and write-ups on Mr. Scott Kazmir. Long career, Major League Baseball, former #1 draft pick. Just a long, storied career, very successful, and to pitch at the Major League level for that amount of time is not many people can do that. And I first started writing, I believe it was around, I think it was like sometime around 2010, and Mr. Kazmir was pitching for the Angels, and things weren't going too well. And I just started writing. About his career, some of the his most recent games at the time, and I don't know. It was just one of those things where, it was completely written off. Just a lot of negative stuff being written. His numbers weren't up to par. Obviously probably not up to his expectations, and it's just one of those things where it's an underdog story, and just kept writing, breaking down some of his games, and just trying to stay positive about it, right? Someone that throws mid to high 90s, not the biggest guy in the world, and just dominating hitters for years. It just doesn't disappear like that, right? And following him through the comeback through independent league baseball in Sugarland, and seen some outlets pick up some of my writings. NBC Sports picked it up. One of his first games was Sugarland, and it was a pretty cool thing to see his career turn around. Kind of getting back to that grassroots level. Independent league ball. It has a soft spot in my heart. Played a little bit myself professionally, and independent baseball gave me that opportunity to live a dream, right? And there's a lot. I wouldn't say a lot of news, but independent baseball is in topic of conversation more often than not because of its affiliation with Major League Baseball now. And funny thing, I kind of wrote about that, a decade ago as well, about what would happen if Major League Baseball got involved with the indie leagues, and what could be done. It's not exactly what I wrote about, but it's very cool to see people talking about independent league baseball on a more regular basis, right? Regardless of what is happening with the rule changes and trying to speed up the game and everything like that, independent league baseball has played a part in changing the game from a different level over the past really 3 to 4 years, when it started talking about pitch clocks, and that was brought forward in the collegiate baseball in the SEC a few years before that as well. But independent baseball has great stories about those rare finds, right? Those players that don't get drafted or slip through the cracks, or they may not be the biggest guy in the world, but there's something there, right? They can play, there's just something that the scouts or whatnot, the teams just don't like. But you know what, these guys are playing baseball at that level for a reason. The passion, the dedication, not getting paid a lot at that level, long bus rides, and the frequency of independent league teams getting folding, right, because of a variety of reasons, and I won't get into that, but Indy Ball gives people opportunity, right, and you just never know what you're going to find in a baseball field, from an offensive, from a defensive perspective, and sometimes that's what people want. That's what makes this game great, is that opportunity, and Scott Kazmir is you know what, there's nobody that has a story like him. The ups and downs, coming back, after 5 years, a little bit ago, taking the mound for the Giants, is awesome, right? That's a very cool thing. To be able to come back after, that many years, getting the opportunity to come back, and, hey, kudos to him, right? Because a lot of people would have given up many, many times, but he, went through those games where there was 8-9 walks, giving up a ton of runs, but, just consistently going out there, game after game, trying to throw strikes, get guys out, hone his craft, and, it was very cool writing about this for all these years, and, rumor has it, he's trying to make another comeback again this year, maybe next year, and I've never had the opportunity to talk to Mr. Kazmir, and it would be a great pleasure to be able to do that in the future. But he's messaged me a couple times, about some of the stuff I've put out there, and he appreciates the support, which is very cool, right? So I'll have a couple slides after this, some of the articles I've done, just to to share, and feel free to to go back and Google them, take a look, and it's a great story, right? It's a great story of that Phoenix rising, right? And a true story of dedication, persistence, and never giving up, right? Never giving up on your dream, and doing what you have to do to make it work. So, Mr. Kazmir, kudos to you, my man. It's it's been a true honor, writing about your story. People need to hear about it. Athletes, anybody, that anything is really possible when you put your mind to it. So, hope everyone has a great rest of the week. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you again, and hope to see you all next week. Take care, guys. Bye.